Good day, it's Dr. McLean with Vital Energy Chiropractic. By this point, you've probably heard of the 1917-1918 flu pandemic, the Spanish flu, but you probably haven't heard the chiropractic side of the story. So chiropractic was founded in 1895, so you have to understand that 1917-18, chiropractic was really still in its infancy. They had established the Palmer Chiropractic School in Davenport, Iowa, which still exists today. It's been there for well over 100 years. But at that time, chiropractors were actually still being jailed for practicing medicine, even though chiropractors said, we're not practicing medicine, we're practicing chiropractic, a separate and distinct form of healthcare. And in fact, there's Herbert Ross Reaver. He was the most jailed chiropractor of all time. He practiced for over 70 years before he died in 2000. And he would go, his practice, they would come arrest him, they would take him to jail, and he'd get out of jail, he'd go back to his practice. He said, I'm going to help people, this is what I'm going to do. In fact, the jailers and the prisoners loved when he got put in jail because he would adjust all the jailers and the prisoners. So they loved it when he came in because he would help them there as well. It's like, I'm here to help people, that's what I'm going to do. But the stats are pretty amazing. So, this is, 1917, 1918. Unfortunately, a lot of people were dying. But when they compare, and this is, by the way, this is not anti-medicine. This isn't chiropractic against medicine, but it's a different form. But these are some of the statistics from that side, which is pretty amazing. So in Davenport, Iowa, which was probably where the most chiropractors were at that time, because that's where the school was, and these people are treated by the flu. So there's 4,953 cases treated by medical doctors in Davenport, Iowa, with 274 deaths, so a 1 to 18.1 ratio. Chiropractors on the other side treated 1,635 cases with only 1 death, so a 1 to 1,635 ratio. In the full state of Iowa, there was 93,590 cases treated by medical doctors with 6,116 deaths, a 1 to 15.3 ratio. So in other words, every 15 patients they treated, 1 would die. On the other side, chiropractic treated 4,735 cases with 6 deaths with a 1 to 789 ratio. So again, every 789 patients they treated, only 1 died. Now, the big difference there you have to understand, again, is that chiropractors were not treating the flu. They were not treating the pandemic itself. They were simply removing interference from the nervous system to allow their innate healing capabilities to fight off that particular virus. And again, that's what we still do here today. So if you know somebody, especially if they're suffering with an autoimmune condition like lupus or thyroid conditions or asthma or multiple sclerosis, we've helped countless people over the past 20 years with those symptoms and diseases. Again, not because we're treating the flu or asthma or cancer, any of those diseases, we're focused on health and removing interference the body can heal. So if you know somebody like that, you've got a family member, you've got a coworker, you've got a friend, please tell them about chiropractic, and especially with all this fear going around with the coronavirus. Again, we don't treat the coronavirus or COVID, but we've got amazing results with just, again, removing interference so people don't get that in the first place, but again, give your body the best capacity to heal.